We're live. Whoa, why is it asking me if I want to leave the studio?
Don't leave. We just started.
Please. As soon as we go live, it's like, are you sure you want to leave the studio?
Are you sure? Are you guys sure you want to keep doing this?
Yeah,
for
actually,
the 7 people that joined and then the the 100 followers that you have.
Hey, let's do a little update on statistics.
Yeah, please.
Last episode, we had. I'm looking. How do I check it by episode? Well, 93 plays in the last 30 days.
Bang!
Yeah, huge. You know, that's all we needed.
93. Hey, that's 90. That's 93 more than we would have had if we never started.
Amen.
Hell yeah,
15 on the last one. We've gone down every single episode.
15 views on the last one.
15 streams and downloads, but it says 26 Spotify plays. So I don't know the difference.
To be fair, I think I forgot to post the link to the last one on my story when you put it up. That's probably.
That's all right. Hey, we you know what you need? You need to start. You need 15 dedicated people who want to listen to you,
dude. That's honestly, it literally is a good point.
It is. Every podcast I've done or anything like this I've ever done, you start out super hot, like you get triple of what you're what you're going to get to after the first 4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah. Why is that?
It's because people want to check it out. Like, I like this person. Oh, let's see what they're doing something. Let's see what it is.
That's a good point. That is
like, actually, I'm just going to go back to, watching Pat McAfee,
Yeah, that is what it is.
It happens. You're right. It's part of the process.
It happens. But all you need is those 15 people to turn into 16, 17, 30. And then it's all of a sudden 2 years from now, someone who checked it out 2 years back and didn't hang out comes back and sees it.
That hiccup just murdered you. Dude, that hiccup
comes back and sees the new product and just picking up right where I left off.
Yeah.
I do that bit every time I hiccup or burp, I black out.
You just die.
It's a really fun bit.
That's a good
My girlfriend loves it. I like doing it. I'll do it when I'm driving sometimes. If it's very safe or if I'm at a red light. If I hiccup or burp, I'll pass out and I'll hit my head on the steering wheel and make the horn go off. It's funny every time for me.
Does no one get upset with you?
Oh, people get furious, but I don't care. I think
that's good.
It makes me laugh.
I was gonna say, dude, one time someone was riding my ass and I just tapped my brake, like not an aggressive brake check at all, just like, hey, get off my ass. And dude pulled up next to me and pulled out a gun and pointed it at me.
Holy cow!
Yeah, Mobile, Alabama.
What did you do?
Dude.
What did you do? I've never had a gun pointed at me, and I have no idea what I would do.
Slammed on my brakes on the freeway, and he just went past me, and that was that. And I was on the phone with my buddy. I was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh," and he's like, "What?" I was like, "Dude just pointed a gun at me because I brake tapped him."
I've never been in a situation like that. I have no idea how I would react.
He's in his car on the freeway. Like, if he was gonna shoot me, like. Probably would have been okay. If anything, just non-lethal, non-fatal.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at things. Like, a wise woman once said, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Wow. Wow.
Think about that.
Well said. Yeah, well said. Take a second for the 2 viewers in the chat, one of whom is probably me, the other of whom is probably my girlfriend, if I had to assume. Take a second to really think about that. While you're thinking about that, let's hop into our plays that need review of the week, of the day. This is a little segment that we are going to start the podcast with, where we go, hey, what's a play that needs review? Okay, so it's just something that happened during our week, and then we're going to give what happened in our lives. Yeah, and we're gonna a play in our lives that happened during the week, and then we'll give a review and we'll see if the call stands. Let me hear what you got. I'd love to hear. I see the note in here. I'm curious what this is.
So I got lunch with like a work friend today, and we're just talking about life, talking about work, just trying to keep the relationship up and going. We went to Chick-fil-A, and it was at noon, and this is prime time, like married moms meeting up with their friends and bringing their kids with them. And there's a little play place. I don't know what you called it growing up, but play place is what.
Sure.
We were a play place family.
I guess what we call it.
Yeah. But I'm talking to this guy, and his back is kind of like we're next to the play place, but at the edge of it, and I'm looking at him and can see the play place on my right. He's just looking at me. and there's a wall behind me. This little girl, like maybe 2 years old, is running around, and her mom leaves for a second. And she walks, as soon as a mom leaves, the door closes, little girl, toddler, walks directly into the clear glass pane next to the door, slams her face on it, immediately starts crying, runs back into the jungle of play place things. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, hey, this little girl just smacked her face on it. He's like, I didn't see. And like, you could hear the gong of like the glass. Yeah. Mom comes back, sees baby crying, is like, what happened? She can't articulate it. And a few minutes go by, happens again. Just gong. And
same little girl?
Same little girl. And this time, like, mom picks her up. I make eye contact with the mom. I'm dying. She's like laughing. Mom is laughing too. It's like, it's funny. So it's harmless, whatever. She's going to be fine.
Doing it twice is crazy.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. Yeah. And then 5 minutes later, she did it again. Gong! I was losing my mind.
Brother.
I was like, Charles Darwin, had a little something to say about this kind of activity. Like, I don't know if Sweetheart's going to make it out there.
Yeah.
That's times. Tough. And then they just took her out. Like, this can't keep happening.
Yeah. I mean, at some point you got to go, hey, Chick-fil-A's not for us today.
Yeah.
We got to get away from the clear glass windows today. This is just not the clear glass window day.
Dude, what was she had a knot on her forehead.
What's the call of the play?
You're right. You know what? I'm totally botching this segment.
No, you're not. No, you've laid out the story. I got to know what the call is.
I need to lead in. So I got like I'm going to call this an offensive foul on the glass.
Okay.
It's a Key and Peele. 3 pumps is too many. The third one, it's like, all right, buddy, we got to go the other way.
Yeah.
Fool me once, shame on you.
Yeah.
Fool me twice, fool me can't get fooled again.
Right.
So I'm going to go offensive foul on the glass.
On the inanimate object glass.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. Interesting. And so now, so I have to review here and go, well, did the glass commit a foul? And I got to say, ruling is overturned.
Legal guarding position
on the glass, 100% on the kid. She's moving her feet, the glass.
Yeah.
The glass was set. She's moving her feet. I'm going offensive foul on the girl, going the other way.
Okay. That's fair.
That's the call.
I was like, if I were to attach anything to this, I'm going to go offensive foul on the glass. I'm not going to throw the challenge flag. Yeah. We're not going to go any more into this. I think that's a fair call, but the way I saw it, I was like, right, like 3 times, like at a certain point, someone has to be held accountable. And are we like the age of reason is 6 years old. So I don't know if we can hold the 2-year-old accountable, but
right.
But the facts are legal guarding position.
Yeah. But I suppose if you want to bring legality into this, it does Chick-fil-A need to have glass that isn't so see-through on account
Maybe they
of
need to clean it less.
Children are in there.
Clean it less. Bacteria, good for the immune system. That's what they said about COVID. We're all going to be hand sanitizing, washing our hands. We're going to be just, completely susceptible to any disease. So Chick-fil-A, deep state, Fauci, population control.
We're just asking questions. We're simply just asking questions.
Hey, we're like we said before, not conspiracy guys, but we are connectors of dots. That's what I got.
I guess the review here is is it either block on the glass or charge on the kid?
Yeah.
I got to say.
But there was malicious intent by the glass.
Yeah, but okay, but here's my thing. After the first offense, the impetus, is that the right use of that word? I don't know if that's right. I'm gonna avoid it.
I could not tell you, Chief. I got nothing. Impetus?
The impetus is like the responsibility almost.
Okay.
Like it then lies with the girl. Once it happened, if it happened one time, I would say, hey, that's a block on the glass.
Yeah.
That's a block on the glass. The glass is too clean, can't see through it. You got kids around, you have to assume they're going to be running around not paying attention. That's on the glass.
Add a fun design to the glass.
If you sure, and that can still remain true. But 3 times. The third time. It has to be. That's on the girl. That's on the girl. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So today I had my call today. The call in question is a double dribble.
Okay. Interesting.
And
curious to see how this one works out.
So I'm wearing these pants. I've been wearing these pants all day.
Okay, a little cargo action.
They're sort of like an off-white cargo, yeah. And they show water, like any liquid that gets on them, it shows up like really distinctly.
Yeah.
And so I was in I'm taking an improv class right now. So I was in my improv 101 and I stepped out to go take a piss. And I took a piss in the urinal and then I went to go wash my hands and realized that I had dripped urine all over my pants. Hence, double dribble, double entendre. I'm a fucking genius. That's what's up.
Okay, that was good. That was not what I was expecting.
Yeah. So I looked down at my pants and I was like, I can't go stand up in front of a class right now and like perform, because you have to do like, you have to like do improv. You're like learning improv or whatever. I was like, I can't get up there in front of everyone and piss all over my pants. So I tried to like get a little bit of water and be like, oh, this will help. I'll put water over it. So that it's like, oh, now there's water on my pants. So then it just looked like I pissed more.
Unnecessary roughness, dude. We might have to bring in a new call here.
It could have been unnecessary roughness. Double dribble was just funny for the double entendre.
Yeah, that's good. That's very good.
And then I went back and did more water.
You're learning a lot in this class.
Hey,
you know?
Can I tell you? I'm picking up some stuff. So what I did is I just went outside for like 5 minutes and stood in the sun while my pants dried off. And then I went back in and I was like, sorry.
You're just
yeah, literally.
Hey, how's it going? Nothing to see here.
No, and what's funny is I left my phone in the class because I was like, I just got to run and take a leak real quick. So I was just standing outside of the building, just like just standing there, just kind of looking around. And I just kept like looking down at my pants every like couple of seconds and just hoping it was dry.
I don't know why I pictured that in improv class. Like, I'm like, why don't you just go back and sit down? Like, yeah, you're probably up and doing stuff like the whole class. I'm like,
yeah,
improv lectures. I don't know what I was picturing there. Just like the history of improv.
That portion of the class, I actually would have been sitting, but I still was like, I don't know when I'm going to be up again. So I don't want to go.
Yeah.
I don't want to go and stand in front of everybody. And they're like, hey, you clearly have piss on your pants.
Oh, it's only a little pee-pee boy?
It was so obvious. I mean, it was so obviously piss on my pants too. So anyway,
well,
that was
you
my
needed
double
some
dribble.
of those Tim Robinson bit pants. You know?
Yeah, the calico cut pants. Yeah,
you have to give.
Yeah, you have to
give.
That's exactly what I thought of was calico cut jeans or calico cut pants. I can't remember which one it is, but
I always just my brain goes to TC Tuckers, and I know that's not it.
TC
but I've had this thought so many times of like, what are the pants? And I don't care enough to look it up. So thanks.
That sketch is also really long.
That was one of the ones where like by the end of it, you're like, I'm ready for this to be over.
The payout wasn't not worth it, but it wasn't like you gotta watch that one. I mean, it was funny, but it wasn't like.
Have you seen Friendship?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah,
it's just so hard to watch.
It's
fantastic.
Dude, the scene of him in the garage when he starts eating the soap is like top 3 most uncomfortable I've ever been in a comedy movie. It's so funny. And then the funniest scene in that entire movie is when he's talking to Connor O'Malley in the garage.
Oh, yeah.
And they start going back and forth, and then he goes in and tries to do like all right, well, if anyone has anything to say, like you gotta actually be on the chair.
Yeah.
And then he gets off the chair and tries to start the like conga line train thing, and then ends up outside alone. And then you just hear Connor O'Malley inside, and he's on the chair, and he's going, "I just think we never should have pulled out of Afghanistan. I don't think we ever should have pulled out of Iraq or something like that." He's like talking about that, and then he says that, and you hear like muttered applause and cheering in the back.
Yeah.
So unbelievably funny, dude.
Dude, my favorite part of that movie is when he licks the back of the toad and lays down. And he just goes to the Subway and is like, "How was your trip?" And then comes back and is like, "How was your trip?" He's like, "I just went to Subway."
I just went to Subway.
And he's like, how long are you out for? He's like a minute and a half. I think that fucking frog ripped me off.
Yeah, fucking frog ripped me off. Yeah.
Oh,
we don't have
so
to keep going back and forth,
dude.
But one more quote to highlight in that is when he's sitting in the mall with his son because he's trying to connect with him.
Yeah.
And he ate the mushrooms from the forest that were like poisonous, so he's like sick.
Yeah.
And the guy rides by in one of those little mall scooter things that's like a pig. And there's like a pause in the conversation. And he goes, see that guy on the pig? He was fucking flying. And then he says that and then throws up into his cup. He goes, you see that guy on the pig? He was flying. And he spits on the floor after. So good. It's so good. It's
His
so
delivery
good,
is always just like,
it's incredible.
It's fantastic.
Dude. Yeah. The chair company is also great. I haven't seen the last episode.
Topic. I think I'm like 2 or 3 behind. Liz and I have been watching Lost, so
there you go.
Just grinding Lost, dude. So
good. You're on the Lost grind. Naturally,
we tried to do both.
There comes a point in every man's life.
Yeah, you got to grind some Lost, dude.
It just comes a point. Comes a point in every man's life. You got to grind some Lost.
Those are some good calls, though. That's a very, very good. Yeah, I'm inspired with a lot of hope. Not that I had any other expectations, but dude, that's going to be a mainstay. I think I like that a lot.
I agree. What does the ruling stand for the double dribble there?
Double dribble, yes, and I'm gonna tack on some unnecessary roughness with the extra water.
Fair enough.
That's a crazy way to reason through that. Like you're in something that it doesn't stain. It is never like a drop or two. It's not going to stain. You're just like, what this needs is more water. The wetness is the issue. We're going to get some water into the equation.
Truly fighting fire with fire in every sense of the term.
Fighting piss with piss.
I was literally staring at a fire going, what this needs is gasoline. I got to get this thing out. I got to pour some gasoline on it. Yeah.
It'd be better if this was exponentially worse, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm. Well, all right. Hold on.
Well, hey, there we go.
Segue. I got something.
Okay, let's hear it.
In a sense, some would say, Marcus Mariota on Sunday Night Football double dribbled his body off of the field because he sacked himself and then no one touched him seemingly. And he got up and ran for 7 yards. And this is my segue to Sunday Night Football, the Commanders versus the Broncos. I had some thoughts on this, but terrible segue. I just wanted to mention that seemed to me like the most Marcus Mariota play of all time is him falling down and then just getting up and running for 7 yards. And then it turns out someone grazed him when he was down and it got called.
Oh, they called it back. Yeah.
I was so mad. I was so mad because I'm like, this is awesome. But I wanted to talk about both these teams because they're both interesting. The Broncos obviously way more interesting than the Commanders right now. But it seems like, and not that I'm saying the Commanders have any playoff hopes, but it seems like they're going to win enough games to screw themselves out of a good pick. Because Jaden wants to come back. He's like, I am on track to be able to come back before the season's over.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, why?
Yeah.
Be bad this year. Be bad. But when they have like their whole like set of weapons on the field together, it really I'm not gonna say it doesn't matter who the quarterback is, but you can win games with Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, I think at full strength for sure. They've just been super banged up, and that defense is just like charming.
It's bad.
They get pushed around in the pass game and the run game. Really, like they just haven't been like. They just don't have any true like stoppers out there.
True, and Bobby Wagner is 1,000 years old. It's sad. At this point.
I mean, he's a good vet to like have in a locker room and all, and maybe play a few snaps here and there. But like leaning on him for any real like defensive impact at this point in his career is just asking too much of a guy that age with that type of tread on the tires. I do think they're in a weird spot because their weapons are old. Outside of their QB situation.
Yeah, I mean, Terry's probably got, 3-ish good years left. I mean,
which he signed that 3-year contract.
Exactly. So that's kind of the thought there. Debo's very, he's very Debo at the end of the day. You get what you get from him. It's going to be, sometimes he'll have 3 carries for 60 yards and, 6 catches for another 70 and a touchdown and, and a lot of special teams yards too. But I don't know. You have to the thing about Debo is you kind of have to scheme him into the game.
Yeah, and he also like you said, he fades a lot, and he also is the type of player where like his game's not going to translate well into his 30s. Like Mike Evans and Devonta Adams. Yeah, like Mike Evans and Devonta Adams are still great because their whole game is built around my release is awesome. I'm strong as fuck, and my hands are the most reliable in the league.
Yeah.
So You give me a good quarterback that can throw me balls in the end zone, I can still beat guys on 5-yard option routes and just go make a play.
Yeah,
it's not like you're asking too much of me there. That's like what my skill set is anyway. But asking a guy who's like a 5'11", 6 foot, stocky build receiver that isn't a good route runner or separator to go be something like in his 30s is just going to be. I don't think it really work. Like I don't think it's going to work that well. I just.
Yeah, that's fair.
Fade a little.
He's Fat Debo. That was my favorite story of the offseason is Fat Debo. I heard they ran the Wildcat with Debo, and I heard someone call it the Wild Fat. And I was like, that's fantastic stuff.
The Wild Fat is crazy.
Fantastic stuff right there. But I do think that Bill Krosky Merritt is a very good running back. I think you're right. The weapons are old, but you have Luke McCaffrey. And who's an interesting young free agent that, and now that the Commanders have signed Terry and he's kind of the deep ball artist for them, but a guy who's going to get paid this offseason and it's totally changing teams, Alec Pierce, great young receiver, drafted. I think he in JSN's class.
Yeah, and he was
shout out Elite
Takes. The year before, I forget, but he was like a second or third round pick, right?
Yeah,
I was gonna say
he was up there.
Yeah. The problem is I think he's also kind of a deep ball guy.
I feel like that's why he doesn't fit. I was just thinking what's some young talent that's coming up and could. I don't even know if they have the money to really pay another guy. You paid Terry a lot of money. You're paying Debo a lot of money.
That's my thing with the Commanders is they're in kind of they went from a really cool situation last year to a very sticky situation very quickly.
A lot of that now it's too because their schedule was so soft last year.
And I'll be honest, I disagree. I do not think that JCM is a very good running back. I think he's a backup. I think he's a career backup.
Really?
And that's And this is a guy I was high on him this offseason. I was like, people are sleeping on him. I drafted him in a lot of dynasty leagues or picked him up in a lot of dynasty leagues and stashed him and was like, here it comes. And then the breakout started to happen and it was like, here we go. And then it just became very clear that he was it was breakout run dependent and he just got a couple early. But everything we've seen from him since, he has had all the opportunity in the world to prove himself. Mm-hmm. And he's getting out touched by Chris Rodriguez right now, who was cut from the roster 4 times in the last couple of years. And it just,
he's probably a 1-2 punch guy and he's probably the 2.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay,
that's his ceiling in my opinion too. I am trying to, I had a problem for a long time, especially in dynasty and fantasy football where I was I would believe in a guy and I would see numbers that were this guy is good. So I would go, this guy is going to be good regardless of what. And then I wouldn't let it go. Yeah. I would be no, they're going to be good. And I'm just learning to be look, if someone is given an opportunity and they're not succeeding and they have every opportunity to do so and they don't take it, at some point you have to just take that at face value and go, I guess they're just not going to rise to that occasion. Now, they can prove you wrong later or whatever. So I guess there's something to be said about sticking to your guns. But, realistically, he seems to me like he's more likely going to be one of those dudes where it's he'll probably see the field when the starter gets injured and he'll have 2 or 3 good games a year for the rest of his career. And
interesting.
He'll probably kind of fade into. I just don't. I think if there was a team to go be a guy for and prove you can handle a role, it would have been this Commanders team this year because it's
the running back room is empty.
The running back room's empty and it's our quarterback's hurt, so we're going to run the ball a lot.
That's fair.
He's getting out carried by Chris Rodriguez, which is a bad.
He's a rookie, right?
Yeah, but he's also here's the thing. He's also he's an old rookie.
How old is he?
He's 24 already.
That's not super uncommon, though.
Not for
running backs
in
the league around 24.
Yeah, no, it's not. But I think he's pretty close to 25 already. And he the problem is he already has had issues. His whole thing was he didn't get picked. He was supposed to be a good running back, and then he didn't get drafted highly because he had eligibility issues in college, so he didn't play enough snaps. And then he came in the preseason, he popped off a few times, and they were like, oh, this kid is electric. We just didn't know it because we couldn't see a ton of him in college. And then he got a chance to start the year to like be the guy, and his snap percentage has only gone down. And that is oftentimes a really good indicator, especially given his situation. It's not like they brought in a veteran. They lost a veteran back.
Yeah.
And didn't replace them at the trade deadline.
I don't know.
He's only lost snaps.
I see what you're saying. So like, and I think it's like, I would see that as like a this year for sure. Don't expect anything more. But like, guys get better. I mean, I remember watching James Cook as a rookie and as a second year guy and being like, this ain't it. Yeah. And like, I guess we didn't, we missed. And, you know, running backs, like, I think it does take a bit to get used to the speed, the physicality. I mean, James Cook is like, looks like one of the most untackleable guys in the NFL right now. You just, guys just slip and slide off of him. And he's not a big dude. He's really like, he's not super tall, but I think he's like 6 foot and he's slender. But I don't know. I think there is something to be said about like giving guys some time, but for the sake of a clip and, you know, a soundbite, I think Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt will be one of the best running backs in the NFL at some point in his career.
Wow.
Just no, I don't believe. I don't believe that.
No. Well, we got to just throw it out there, and I had to go wow, so that it made it seem like it was really cool. But
dang,
obviously.
Okay. Sorry, you're in improv class. I should have known.
No. Do it again. We'll.
So a lot of people are talking about this guy Bill, and I hear a lot of Bill disrespect. I'm going to tell you guys something. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt will be one of the best running backs in the NFL at some point in his career.
Wow, that is a hot take that we said on this show.
I sincerely believe it.
That we really back and believe.
We should be like Def Jam sports talk. It's like, yeah, I said it. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, just say stupid clickbaity shit that we don't believe at all. Yeah,
exactly. Hey, LeBron, Ben Simmons is here. We're good. That's my favorite.
All-time clip.
Colin Cowherd. I think Colin Cowherd is one of the dumbest people that talks about sports.
But he's also like it's so fun to listen to him. He's so good at what he does. He does. But that's what's funny about it. It's like it's like rage baity. That's what he does. It is. It's his whole thing. You know?
Yeah. I mean, the part that pisses me off is he genuinely does not believe he's rage baiting. I don't think he does.
I think he knows.
I think all the boomers that are in sports talk radio, they have like psyoped themselves into believing in some of their just absolutely horrendous takes.
Maybe they have.
Skip Bayless went on a podcast to listen to. They thought it'd be funny to just bring up some of his old tweets of just like the worst takes ever that just proved to be so incredibly wrong. And he was like, now actually I still kind of believe, like he was dead serious. He's like, I still believe in this one. I'm like, you believe in Tim Tebow still? Like what? But
that's absurd.
Yeah. Speaking of Tim Tebow, Tim Tebow Jr., aka Bo Nix, they won. They beat the Commanders on Sunday Night Football.
Tim Tebow Jr. is crazy.
And once again, they did that thing where they played 3 quarters of mediocre football. And then eventually, they won by a very small margin. That is what I said the Broncos do. That's why I refuse to put them in my Juggernauts side against a bad team too. The Commanders are bad. You know, they're bad, and they have enough to like be. They're frisky bad. The Panthers are the perfect definition of frisky. The Commanders are. I said Panthers. Panthers are the perfect.
So you're saying,
I got you. For the sake of
drawing a comparison.
Of the scope. I
just wanted to clarify. Yeah.
So Panthers are the perfect definition of frisky. The Commanders are 1% frisky, 99% bad. To me, maybe 1% is a very low number, but maybe 30-70.
Okay.
But either way, the Broncos, man, it's the same thing. They put together like 2 good drives a game. Their defense is awesome. They're gonna give you good field position to where you're gonna get some points off of possessions where you don't really have to put together a good drive. But 2 good drives a game where they actually get the ball around the 20 and march down the field and score. Other than that, it's nothing. And usually those 2 drives, at least one of them is a huge drive late in the game and they convert on it, which is like, it's good. It's going to lead to wins, but do I believe in this team in the playoffs? Like, probably not.
Yeah, I think they're a team that gets exposed. I think we've kind of said this before. I think we kind of both put them in the category of like, I don't remember if I made them a juggernaut or not. Do you know
I
what
had them at the
there?
top of my non-juggernauts.
Okay. I don't remember exactly what I said about them, but I do remember saying, look, the defense is going to carry them through games, which they have. I mean, there's a reason that they're 10-2. It's because their defense is awesome and their play calling is great. A little adjustment there, a little mid-game adjustment.
Dude, hey, I had to recline. My back is killing me, dude.
I hate that. Can I help?
Yeah. Sing to me, please.
Yes.
Can you sing? Can you do
the
all the?
Song?
Yeah, sorry. The healing back song is actually all the instruments from Bach's Fifth Symphony. You have to do them all with your mouth.
What the fuck is Bach's Fifth Symphony?
Composer plus a number and a symphony at the end. It might not exist.
No. I understand what you're saying. I thought you were saying box, like BOX.
Oh, dude, you don't know box, dude?
No, and that's on me. That's me just fully naked in front of everybody right now, just not knowing who a composer is. That's on me. Hundo P. My bad.
Hundo P. I need to start saying that.
I'm gonna spare everyone my singing. By the way, I'm not. That's one thing I do not accept.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not.
Could've
You sing a little bit, right?
I can do a little bit. Yeah, a little pipe.
You like a little
pipage.
You're a little musical.
Yeah.
I'm not musical at all. I have no musical ability. None. Zero. If you give me like very specific instruction on what you need me to do in terms of like if I can be like a baritone, like if you just need me to be like for all, like if you just I don't know why that would be what I would be singing, but like
what's the rest of that line?
For all acquaintance be forgotten.
Okay,
like
good one. Classic.
Yeah,
banger.
Yeah, right. Does that heal your back at all? Do you feel better?
Kind of.
Kind of good.
A little bit.
If you give me like very specific instruction, I'm okay. But I can't. I have no like vocal range. I don't know how to. I can't play any instruments at all. None. Not one.
Really?
I didn't get that side of the brain.
Yeah. I can play instruments, or I played instruments, but as an adult, I'm just frustrated now.
Oh.
I'm just it makes me like anxious because I want it to be better.
Okay, I understand. So
I've stuck it through a few times. I was a piano guy for a little bit.
I can see you being a guy who's like, yeah, I'll play a little, and then you hop on, and everyone's like, oh wow, pretty good.
But it's not, and also I don't play in front of. I can't do it. It's so cringy.
Okay.
I don't like to do it in front of people.
If we ever end up at like one of those malls that has a piano at it, I'm forcing you to play it.
I will run away. I haven't played in a few years. And I was never like good. I could like play a few songs. I was just like, if I wanted to learn a song, I knew some chords.
Yeah. Well, it's good to be good at something. And you know who else is good at something?
Who's that?
You like this?
That was high level segue.
You like my fucking segue ability, dude? My segue ability is incredible. I might be the segue king.
People are talking. There's dialogue.
People are saying we're starting a dialogue. I might be the segue king. The Panthers are good at squeaking out wild wins. This is as a Rams fan, this was one of those games where like,
oh yeah, I'm sorry for your loss.
Hey, it's one of those games where it's like, it's not that I was rooting for the Panthers, but it is just like, God damn it, man. Like, yeah, you kind of want them to win. Like, like
you're like, if anyone's going to do it to us,
if anyone's going to upset us, I'm like, let the Panthers be fucking above 500. Why not? Let the kids play, man.
Yeah. Nah.
Because
I'm glad that's your
Bryce
attitude.
To be good. Yeah, like I want Bryce to be good. I don't want to be a hater. Now, do I think he's like the long-term solution for the Panthers? I don't. I know that he's been up and down. He's won some games. I like him. I want him to be successful. I want to root for like the undersized QB that kind of figures it out or whatever. And he'll have his moments, but realistically, I just don't think it's going to ever happen with him. I don't think there'll ever be anything super serious with him.
Really?
At the helm.
Okay.
I just don't. I don't
Question.
See it. Mm-hmm.
Trevor Lawrence's peak or Bryce Young's peak?
Trevor
Who are you taking? Trevor Lawrence. Interesting.
Yeah.
Let me find another one. Kyler Murray's peak or Bryce Young's peak?
I think Kyler Murray, we've already kind of seen his peak. And I don't think Bryce Young will ever be that.
Really? Mm-mm. Interesting. Okay.
No. If I had to give you a player for Bryce Young's ceiling, it would be like Kirk Cousins, Geno Smith, journeyman QB with the perfect situation when he's like weathered and becomes a really good game manager. Yeah, there might be some seasons where it's like, hey, Bryce Young is winning some games.
Well, Geno was slinging it down in Seattle. Like he wasn't just game managing. Like he was the offense.
Yeah, and what did that do for them?
Fair.
There's 32 teams in the. Is there 32 teams? I always get confused if there's 30 or 32.
Yeah, no, 16 and 16.
There's 32 teams in the NFL. People need a quarterback. I think Bryce Young will find his way into like starting roles and all. And this happens every year. Sam Darnold finds himself with the Vikings and he has a breakout season. Everyone's like, oh, he's cool. Goes to the Seahawks, plays well. I'm not saying that Bryce Young can't be a serviceable QB.
Yeah.
I'm just saying if the Panthers ever want to like win anything substantial, I don't think he'll ever be that guy. I don't think he'll ever get past like a first round playoff game. I don't think he'll ever. Maybe he'll win like a wild card game when he's like 30 and he like really knows what's going on, but it's just not going to happen.
I hear that, and I'm not saying I'm not going to put words in your mouth and say like you're saying, oh, the Panthers need to move on from Bryce. It's like no, competent quarterback play is that what you're saying? I saw a face.
That's not the claim that I'm making right now, but I would say that like if the opportunity presented itself for the Panthers, who have like a pretty good defense, they have like it's coming along. It's young, it's coming along. They have a pretty good receiving core,
very scrappy,
serviceable
defense.
running backs, good O-line, good coaching. We'll call it good coaching, not like mind-boggling coaching, but good coaching. If Lamar Jackson wanted out of Baltimore,
you'd take him. It's Lamar.
Obviously, yes. But I'm saying like that's like the obvious answer, yes. But there is like some guys right below that I'm like, yeah, I could move on. If a top, obviously a top 5, that's like not even a question. If a quarterback in the range of like 7 to 12 in the league moved on from their team, I would say that the Panthers should take that opportunity.
Scrap it.
Move on from, yeah.
What about Geno? You're Geno,
that's okay. That's that. I wouldn't take that.
Darnold.
Like, okay, here's a good one. Yeah, like Darnold is the one where I go, okay, now there's a real question mark there. Is Darnold that much better than Bryce Young? Right now, I would still say yes. If the opportunity presented itself and it wasn't like going to cost the Panthers anything, yes. But this is also a pretty nuanced thing because it's like, what is it going to cost them, and this could kind of get. Yeah,
we're just talking about decision making. Like, hey, is this even something that like they would pursue if it were possible?
I think the one where I would hang my hat on is like, all things considered, if Jordan Love wanted out of Green Bay, I'm not even like that high on Jordan Love, but I would be like, if I'm the Panthers, I would move on from Bryce Young for a Jordan Love caliber guy.
I disagree. And I think it's simply I disagree on the side of youth and what if of just like he could be really good. We've seen so many guys take jumps in year 5, 6, even 7. You know, with all this quarterback play we've seen of guys just kind of like bouncing around and finding the right spot. And granted, that would have to be the same spot, but teams can change, you know, over the course of a long time. And I think like I'm of the position that competent quarterback play in the NFL is so hard to come by. Like it really is. And that's why you see guys like, you know, I'm not saying Trevor Lawrence is bad, but you're like, this guy is one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL right when he got his deal. You're like, is he worth that? It's like, and everyone's like, oh, it's because of what he can become. I'm like, yeah, that's part of it. But it's also like, who else are we going to sign? That is a young guy that can be something like, this is our best shot.
That is something with the QB position that is like pretty unique to the NFL and like to the quarterback position, where it's like there is only so many that are like head and shoulders above the rest. There's such like a muddy middle ground where situation is so important that it's like I understand. I agree with the point that you're making. That's why I didn't start the claim with like the Panthers need to be done with Bryce. That's why like the point was like he's above 500.
Well, that's going to be the thumbnail for the clip. Is your face like, and it's like the Panthers need to move on from Bryce.
Yeah, perfect. But I just think that. If I guess we're also sort of not even talking about like the draft. Like if the Panthers had like a really bad year next year and they had like a really high draft pick and there was a really good QB prospect in the draft and they had like the third pick and the guy fell to him, I would be like, yeah, go make it a QB competition for Bryce Young and see if he can outplay this kid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? Like it's where I'm at with the Bryce Young Panthers thing is like, if the opportunity presents itself, I wouldn't blame the Panthers for being like, hey, we actually could win right now and you're just not ready for that. And we don't know when or if you ever will be. And when I say win, I mean like get out of the wild card round, get to like a conference final. You know what I mean? Like
that's fair.
Win some real ball games, But hey, they've beat some good teams this year, man. They've upset some good teams.
They're the definition of frisky, man. They're so incredibly frisky.
100%. I'm with you. I'm 100% with you there. But it was one of those games where I was like, all right, here you go. All right.
You kids have fun.
You kids go win the game.
You don't need to get off my lawn.
Yeah.
You can stay.
Right. Yeah.
I want to talk about one more team. I don't know if you watched them this weekend, but dude, I don't know if you saw our clip too, the Juggernaut clip. It was the part 2 clip where we opened it up by, you said Chicago Bears, and then we both laughed on if they were Juggernauts. And perfect. I'm not rescinding anything, but a lot of like victory lapping in the comments of that video. A lot of Bears fans. And I'm like, hey, you know what? My position is the same as it was before. This is fun for you. Go ahead. And it sucks for Bears fans because like, we finally beat a good team. And everyone's like, actually, the Eagles just aren't good. Like maybe they're, and not saying they're not good, but that's kind of the consensus of like, they're a bit of a dumpster fire right now. They are in public disarray. It's not like, oh, what's going on with the Eagles locker room? It's like, no, everyone knows what's going on. Everyone knows that the play calling's rough. The offense is horrible. Honestly, it's just the offense has just been bad since Kellen Moore left. Like, the defense is still good, but they can't play lights out every single game. Wide receivers are mad. Also, they just suddenly can't run the ball now. Did they lose anyone from their O-line?
Yes.
Who?
Yes. I am really bad with O-lineman names, but they lost, I believe, 2 starting O-linemen.
Like in the offseason or to injury?
No, I think it's to injury. That's
okay. I'm talking about the team in general.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Because I know I think Lane Johnson's out right now. Someone else.
Lane Johnson, I believe, is playing, but he's playing hurt, and that's been kind of the issue. Is like he's a shell of himself right now.
So maybe they are.
And I think he's finally not playing. Well, that is part of it, and this is the point I want to make about this game. Sorry to step on your toes. Are you?
You're fine. No, go ahead.
Is that the take? Okay. To me, the Bears beating the Eagles this week says more about the Eagles than it does about the Bears.
And that's kind of where I was going, anyways. Of like, it's a shame for Bears fans that like we beat a good team. Let's go.
Which is no, you did
do it. Celebrate. You should celebrate.
Yes,
but it is a shame that everyone's just like. The bigger story is like, what's wrong with the Eagles? The Bears beat them. And it's like, they're 9-3.
Look, this Bears team is cool. They're young. They're fun. They're going to figure it out. I think Caleb Williams will be good. I really do. I think he has potential to be like a top 12 quarterback in the league. I still see that in him. He's got some things to fix in his game, but most quarterbacks do. We just talked about the quarterback landscape.
He has fixed so many things throughout the course of this season, which is already wild.
Yes.
To see a guy get better throughout the season in his second year. Yeah. Pretty crazy.
Yeah. They've got some exciting players offensively. I don't know what's happened to Rome Odunze recently, but that'll be interesting to follow. But I think Luther Burden is going to be a player, actually. I think he'll be similar to Debo. I think he'll make a great like wide receiver 2 gadget guy.
Gadget, yeah.
I think Loveland is actually going to be really special. I actually really think that kid's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
I think Loveland will end up becoming Caleb's like favorite weapon. In that offense.
Rivers, Antonio Gates, Romo with action.
I don't know if it'll ever be like that caliber, obviously, but like, yes, in terms of like a quarterback that leans on their tight end a little bit and like a talented tight end, I could see that getting there. I think the Swift and Monangai combo is actually fun and it's working and the O-line is good and they're running the ball well. This was a game where it was like the Bears just kind of did what they needed to do to win the game. And the Eagles, like you said, they're kind of a public dumpster fire right now. They're the most dumpster fire an 8-4 team has ever been. It's crazy. Yeah. They're 8-4. And I think I'm glad the Bears won. I still don't think they're a juggernaut. I'm not putting them in this category of like a team that's like, holy shit, they're going to steamroll someone in the playoffs. I still think they could get exposed in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Well, you know who they got this week?
Who that?
Packers. Cheeseheads.
Do they have the Packers? Do they have the Packers this week?
The Bears got the Packers.
We got Bears-Packers this week, huh? This will be a good test. This will be a good test. If the Bears, I'll tell you what. If the Bears come through and steamroll the Packers, I will rescind what I said and I'll go, hey,
Juggernaut.
I was wrong. Bears are a juggernaut. Welcome to the juggernaut.
I'll do it too.
But as it stands, man, if they don't come through there and like beat up on the Packers, it's like, yeah, they're a good team. That doesn't make them not every good team is a juggernaut.
Exactly. I was going to say what surprises me most about this team is how heavily they rely on the run with what last year. I mean, I know they retooled things, but that O-line was awful last year. And DeAndre Swift looked very bad at times. And they have their 1-2 punch with Swift and Monangai. And Monangai was a 7th round draft pick. And to me, all the success of this season, like obviously credit to all the players, they're doing their jobs, whatever, and they can acquiesce to this culture, this culture change. Mm-hmm. Ben Johnson deserves all the credit in the world, dude. He's coach of the year in my book, man.
I'm with you.
Yeah, and like we talked about, coach of the year is more of like a most improved coach, or like the coach that improved a team the most, because you could probably give coach of the year to Andy Reid a lot of years in the past 4 or 5 years, and then McVay as well. I'm just thinking like Super Bowls and stuff.
No, I was talking about like this year it would be
McVay probably.
He's probably the coach of the year, but because the award typically leans towards like the improved thing. No, I'm with you, man. Hey, look, I hope the Bears are good. They're a fun team when they're. It's good when the Bears are good. I don't know. It's a fun team to be good. It's a fan base that like has a historic franchise that hasn't been good in forever. I hope, for the sake of Bears fans, I hope the Bears are good. I'm just being realistic about what they are right now. Congrats on beating the Eagles. Well done. I want to see. I wish I had the playoff. I want to see what the playoffs are right now.
Oh, I can find it.
Yeah. Let me see if I can pull this up too. But I want to get into some NBA. Oh, here we go. NFL playoff picture. I want to get into some NBA too. But I just want to take a gander at this really quick before we move on to the NBA. I just kind of want to see where the seeding is at and all. Gosh, why don't they lay it out like a bracket? I want to see the bracket.
Are you on the playoff predictor?
Yeah.
You have to select. You have to select all the games, like who you think is going to win for the rest of the year, and then they'll show you, I think, at least.
Jesus. All right. Well, the NFL website's not showing me the bracket. They're just showing me the rankings. But hey, look, the Bears are the 1 seed in the NFC right now. So kudos. Congratulations. Well done. But also the Jaguars are a 3 seed. So it doesn't make them a juggernaut. I don't think the Jaguars are a juggernaut just because they're a 3 seed right now. So
also new Ravens logo.
What is it? I haven't seen it.
It's like a head-on look at like a raven. Sucks. No. It's lame.
Yeah. Ravens fix it. Ravens fix it.
Speaking of things that have been fixed.
Yes.
I think the Mavericks have been fixed.
Shut up. Why do you think that?
We got a point guard until Kyrie gets back. 5'11", Ryan Nembhard has fixed the Mavericks. And you know, you've talked to me a lot. I haven't been overly optimistic about this Mavericks team since the start of the season. Before the season, I'm like, I think we're gonna be pretty good. I think we'll be solid until Kyrie comes back, and then we'll be better. But we were very bad. And really watching these games, what I saw is just a team that there's no head of the snake. Like Anthony Davis is a very good player. He seems uncomfortable with, hey, the possession's breaking down. There's 12 on the shot clock. Yeah. We're just going to throw you the ball. I think he can do that, but being the only guy on the team that does that is a lot. And then when it isn't him, it's been Coop, who is 19. He's playing his first NBA games and also being forced to play out of position by
you're a lot.
3 positions. It's not like he's going from the 2 to the 1 or the 2 to the 3. Yeah. He's going from the 4 to the 1. So thank you, Jason Kidd, for that horrific experiment. But the Mavs started Ryan Nembhard against the Nuggets 2-3 nights ago. He had 28 and 11, shot over 85% from the field, somewhere in that range. And dude, he was just stealing. Like the way that he processes the game is like a guy who's been in the league for 7+ years. Yeah. It's pace, it's decision making. Also just like selective aggressiveness, I guess, is the best way to put it. He knows, okay, like it's time for me to attack. It's time for me to get to the rim. It's time for me to draw guys to kick. Like, he just, dude. And I got a few voice messages from people whose like opinions I respect a lot, and they're like, "He's the real deal. You got a good one." And I'm like, "Okay,
fuck yeah."
Now I'm sold. Smart people told me that he's good.
Yeah, I think it's kind of the case with both of the Nembhard brothers. They both just have great feel for the game, and they don't make a ton of mistakes. That's kind of what they are. They're both, well, obviously his brother is already an elite role player. I would personally say he's already an elite role player.
Yeah,
but I would agree. You know, from what we've seen so far from Ryan, it's like, it seems like he's also going to end up in like the elite role player category. That's like that's probably where he goes here with his career.
He's probably a backup, but I mean, I don't know.
You could have an elite.
I've seen this movie before, though. I've seen generational white boy gets paired with an undersized light skinned point guard on the Mavericks. I've seen this.
Hang on a second. Who?
Yeah. Hopefully we don't get rid of both of them. But
when Nembhard doesn't go through a streak where he isn't shooting as well, you think the GOAT coach Jason Kidd sticks with him?
Jason Kidd, I mean, we're probably a few weeks. If this doesn't go well, we might see Dwight Powell at the 1 at this point. I mean, Kidd's like, he's a great veteran leader.
Bring the ball up. Fuck
Dude,
it.
For like 7 years, Dwight Powell was our starting center.
Yeah.
And everyone knew like Dwight Powell cannot be our starting center. Everyone. And then like they would be like, okay, free agency, go find the center. Number 1 center every single year. He signs somewhere else. We put all our resources and time into getting this guy when we were never favored to get him. And then sign Sam Dallenberg. Let's go sign 36-year-old Elton Brand. Yep. And it's just like they suck. Beast. Dwight Powell starting center once again.
Yeah. But do you think, to answer the question, do you think that Jason Kidd will continue starting Ryan Nembhard like with Kyrie back? Do you think they'll run like Kyrie and Nembhard and play Kyrie as like a 2?
No, Nembhard will run the second unit. I do think because like it could be a flash in a pan. I'm not saying he's not good, but dude, guys watch film. Guys watch film and they learn your tendencies. And they also like, he's very attackable. He's very, very go-at-able of just like, hey, we got a 6'7" 2 guard and we just run a quick little ghost screen and get a switch.
Yeah. It's
tough. But I mean, if there's a team that's equipped defensively to hide guys, it's us. I mean,
we're still like, hey,
we're still so good defensively. It fucking blows my mind that we lose games. Dude, watching the Mavericks right now, you look at the final score, you look at the score like 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter, it's 97-91.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
It's like we got games in the 80s going into the last 5 minutes of the game.
Do you think are you still, as a fan, are you still at the point? I'm not even asking as like a take analytics into this. As a fan, are you still like the Mavericks should be trying to win football games? I just turned on Thursday Night Football.
Oh, is it on?
So
okay, I'm gonna do
that it just came on, I think. But as a Mavericks fan, are you still like get everyone healthy, try to win games, or are you at the point of like it's probably time to blow it up? And then is your answer different from like take yourself as a fan out of it, take your biases out of it? You know?
I am right now. I'm at figure something out to be able to get this team close to 500 by January.
Okay.
I'm not thinking past that yet. I've had low moments watching this team where I'm like, just lose, man. just lose every game.
Roll over, take it.
Like give us Devonta, Cam Boozer, whatever. Give it just lose at this point.
Draft. It's a good draft.
It's a meaty draft, or just lose so that kid gets fired, man. He doesn't do anything. And it's obviously it's an exaggeration, but he's not a good like there are. I'm of the belief that there's probably like 7 good NBA coaches, guys that are going to. They all know a lot about basketball, but like there's 7 of them that really stand out amongst the rest. Well, Jason Kidd is not even close to one of them. When the Knicks were like just calling coaches that already had jobs last year after the season when they fired Tibbs, they called Jason Kidd. I was like, please, God, take him. Take him.
That is kind of the thing in every sport, right? There's like 5 to 7 good coaches at any time. Well,
that really elevate things.
4 or 5 good coaches and like 2 or 3 great coaches, where it's like they have everything you need to be like a great head coach. That's pretty similar across all sports. But yeah, I am with you, man. I gotta say, I don't know if you answered from both of your perspectives.
Sorry,
as a fan
as the
versus
fan.
As an.
I don't know if I have a difference, and maybe it's because I lie to myself and tell myself that I'm never ever persuaded by being a fan of the Mavericks, what I want them to do.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess that's my answer. I think there's multiple avenues you can go down. If I were to just look at it, on the other side, I would say you can try to win, but I mean, we dug ourselves a decent sized hole here. Not huge, not insurmountable, but
totally.
It's a decent sized hole here. I got to look at our record. I know it's somewhere in like the 6-17 range.
I'm looking at it right now. You guys are 8-15.
Okay. Yeah.
And here's the thing. The 9 seed Grizzlies are 9-13.
Yeah, true.
So because I was talking to a buddy that Darvin Ham or Jason Kidd salute.
Dude, I think we said this on this show is
Jason Kidd, by the way. Jason Kidd is as bad as whatever you just said about Jason Kidd, however bad Jason Kidd is as a head coach, Darvin Ham is half the coach that Jason Kidd is. I just want to put that on record.
I don't know.
No, I want to put that on record. I watched too much of Darvin Ham with his fucking hands in his pockets to say that he's anywhere near Jason Kidd. I don't want to fucking hear it. He's one of the worst coaches in NBA history. He was so bad. So bad.
What if I told you that Darvin Ham is actually standing right here? Come here, Darvin.
Right here. Yeah. He comes out like this.
Hey, let's just go have fun out there. Darvin special.
This is getting clipped. Good. Clip it. Good. Fuck him. Clip it. My thing is like, I look at this Mavs team. I have a couple buddies who like, we text like every day about basketball pretty much, and they're like, oh, the Mavs need to blow it up. The Mavs are talking about blowing up. And there's some articles that have come out that's like, they're shopping AD, they're figuring.
No,
but I'm like, dude, I don't know. I'm looking at this Western Conference and it's like, there's a couple weird teams that are like better than we thought they would be, with like the Suns and the Trailblazers being this good. But like, I don't know that the Trailblazers stay this good. I think if anyone's going to blow it up, it might be the Grizzlies. Like, they might be the team to ship everybody off.
Yeah.
The Jazz are 7-13 right now. Does anybody really believe the Jazz are like, we're trying to win? Like,
well, it seems like their organization does, because they refuse to trade Lauri Markkanen, bro. Set him free. Get him out.
God, I know. But this is my thing. Is like I'm looking at this Western Conference. I'm like, okay, the Kings are. I mean, they lost Sabonis, but they were still bad. They're not going to be good. The Pelicans are not going to be good. The Clippers are not going to be good. And then it's like the Mavericks have those teams below them, the teams above them that they're one win away from. They are one win away from the three teams above them: Grizzlies, Trailblazers, Jazz. And I'm like, bro, if you can bring back, you just found something in Nembhard. Max Christie is a very serviceable player. PJ Washington is one of the best wings in the league.
We have a good roster. Our roster's good.
Gafford and Lively are a good big man rotation.
And you got AD in there, Cooper,
Kyrie. Yeah, well, you have Kyrie and then Coop and AD as like your big three. I'm looking at the teams that you guys are by in the standings. I'm like, you might as well rock with this.
And you know, it's funny. It's almost like we're underperforming for how good our roster is. Whose fault is that usually?
Oh, well, to be fair though, the roster's been banged up. You guys are missing your two best players.
Yeah, we have been very hurt. I mean, I don't think Lively and Gafford haven't been healthy at the same time.
And they haven't been. And that's kind of my thing is like, if you guys can get healthy in December, you're telling me you can't turn it around like by the All-Star break?
Win a shit ton of games, 1,000%.
If you can turn it around by the All-Star break and you're like the 10 seed and you have a shot at the play-in, and then you have the second half of the season to go like figure it out, win games, if they can stay healthy. The biggest problem here is just that the stars you're relying on to turn your season around are two of the more unreliable stars in the league. It's the same thing.
Kyrie gets that. He's been very, very healthy as a Maverick.
Yeah,
tearing his ACL.
I mean, like right now, you have to consider him unreliable because he's like he doesn't have a timeline for return.
They haven't been on the floor.
So, and then AD is historically unreliable. It's the same thing that the Clippers are looking at right now in a way where it's like the roster on paper is good, but our main guy is unreliable. The one difference, in my opinion, is that fully healthy, I think the Mavericks have a better roster than the Clippers. So the Clippers and the Mavericks are two teams that are very similar in a similar situation that I think should both take opposite routes. I actually think the Mavericks ride this out, see what you have in Cooper Flag, get to the playoffs. Who knows? Maybe you go play a banged up Spurs team. Maybe Wemby's out in the playoffs or something. Who knows? I don't know. Could you sneak into the first
West
or second?
Dude, the West is always just get in, man. Get in, and anything can happen.
Yeah.
And I mean, we saw it with the Rockets and the Warriors last year. I mean, play-in teams like, and you know, it's funny if it's like this in the East, everyone's like the East sucks. But it's like this in the West, everyone's like the East is just full of great teams, I guess, or the West is full of great teams. You know, so shout out Eastern Conference lovers, but that will forever be my narrative as well. However, like, I don't think anyone wants to see this team in April. Like that's fully. If this is a
100%.
healthy team and we maybe we're a play-in team and we sneak in and win a game to cement like a 7 seed. If I am hold on, I gotta pull the whole thing down. If I'm the Lakers in the 2 seed, excuse me, I don't want to see this Mavericks team.
I would much rather see the Grizzlies, the Trailblazers, the Jazz, or the Clippers. Absolutely. Yeah, 10 times out of 10, I would rather see those teams.
In that mix could be Phoenix or the Warriors. The top half of the West is just fucking loaded, dude.
But that's what I'm saying, man. It's just like and this is coming from a guy who's been begging the Lakers to blow it up for a while until we got Luka. Like I get the thing to be like, my team sucks right now, just blow it up. I get to the 2K mind of like, we suck, just sell everybody.
Instant gratification. I need us to be bad so I can stop talking about how bad we are.
Yeah. But this Mavericks team in particular, I just think is a little bit of a special case where I'm like, guys, you're close to being a playoff team, missing your 2 best players for basically the entire year so far. It really is a ship that can be righted. I really do believe. I just don't think it's a thing when you blow it up. I just don't. I don't think they will. I've seen some articles, but I don't think they do it.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Mavericks fans, I love you. I am one of you, but you're slowly becoming the dumbest people in sports. You're becoming the dumbest fans in sports, just for pure rage of like, that was my favorite man isn't wearing the colors that I like him to wear anymore.
The Luka rug pull like really fucked people up.
It did. It messed me up for a little bit. And then I turned on my big boy brain and was like, oh, actually this can still work. And the team of the city that I was born in and that I grew up in, I still like that team.
Yeah.
I still like the guy that left, but I'm not gonna I'm not throwing a tantrum for it.
Right. I think I get there's two things here where it's like I get like you can be upset that you didn't get out of Luka what you thought you deserved in trade value. That's one thing. But then being like, what do we do now? That's a separate thing. And it's like what you do now is like, look, you've put together a roster that when healthy could be a top 6 team in the West. I think if you guys were fully healthy, I don't think the Timberwolves and the Suns are that much better than the Mavericks at full health. No. So Timberwolves, that's not nothing. That's not nothing.
I would say we're at Timberwolves level if we're healthy.
I agree. Timberwolves are 6 seed, and they're the clear tier break to me.
We were Timberwolves level in the regular season when we had Luka on the team. We went to the finals, sure, but that's like, I mean, in terms of what we did in the regular season, we were the 5 seed, 4 seed, 5 seed. I think we're the 5 seed. I mean, it's just it blows my mind that we make a trade. It's a crazy trade for sure. People are mad about it. We have not even sniffed.
You haven't seen it.
What it looks like. We don't, and everyone's like, worst trade in NBA history. But and granted, before we even played a game, everyone was saying worst trade in NBA history. It's like,
right.
You have no clue. You have no idea. But
yeah, I'm with you, man. I keep hearing murmurs that it's like the Mavericks should say, and look, hey, if the Mavericks wanted to blow it up, I would be clamoring for the Lakers to go get PJ and Gafford. That would be holy fuck. I couldn't imagine 2 players better for this Lakers roster right now.
Every GM needs a PJ Washington
perfect.
Brown.
Everyone needs a PJ Washington. He's so elite. But that's the thing is it's like you have a couple elite role players with a roster that's fit. Like
Najee
makes
Marshall.
Perfect sense.
Najee Marshall, elite role player too.
It's a well-built roster. It's a well-built roster. It makes perfect sense.
And who built the roster? Who built that roster?
Jason Kidd.
I had someone, I was talking about Ryan Nembhard, and someone commented and said, Nico finally made one good move before they fired him. I'm like, and I was like, you know what? It was like a moment that you had with the guy that DM'd you. I was like, I got time today. Just rattled off every single move that Nico made as the Mavericks GM.
Yes.
And was just like, he built the whole roster. Listen, he built the roster that went to the finals.
If I walked in blind to like you can pick a couple of rosters here. You can pick from all the teams right now that are sub 11 wins, sub double digit wins. And you had everybody full health. You put all the rosters up. And you said I could have a team that's like starting Kyrie, Cooper Flagg, PJ Washington, Anthony Davis, and Derek Lively. And then off the bench, you have Nembhard, maybe Brandon Williams, who also looked good in some spurt minutes this year.
Yeah.
You have Max Christie. You have Najee Marshall. And then you have
Gafford, Klay Thompson.
A serviceable backup center with Gafford.
Klay Thompson off the bench.
I would go, of all the teams that are sub double-digit wins right now in this year, fully healthy, I'd go, yeah, that's a team that I'd take right there. It's not even a question.
And you're like, and then say your brain has been wiped of anything that's happened this year, and they showed you those rosters with no team names. Your brain has been wiped of all knowledge of who is on what teams. You're like, okay, that roster looks good. Why are they sub double-digit wins? 25 games into the season. Like, oh, well, these 2 guys have been hurt for the most of it. These guys have been hurt here, and you're like, oh, that's why. You're like, oh, that's why. And then Mavericks fans are like, blow it up. I'm done. I'm going to LA to be with Luka. I'm going to him. He understands me.
Let me name the teams right now that are sub double digit wins thus far in the year. Okay. Grizzlies, Trailblazers, Jazz, Clippers, Kings, Pelicans, Bulls, Hornets, Nets, Pacers, Asterisk, Wizards. Of all of those teams, if you said, give me all those teams fully healthy right now today, and then you had them play in a tournament, it would be Pacers Mavericks in the finals of that tournament.
I'd say you could do this for every team below 13 or like 13 wins and below.
Okay.
I'm still taking the Mavs.
Yeah, I would take the Warriors.
It gets dicier, but like
but then you kind of end up in like the Sixers, Bucks. You're probably better than them fully healthy. Yeah.
Cavs is a toss up.
But if we're talking fully healthy, it's like this gets kind of nuanced and gray.
Yeah, for sure. But I don't know. I don't know why I added that wrinkle to it. It was totally unnecessary.
No, I get what you're saying, though. The long and the short of what we're trying to say is I think Mavs stick with it. This also feels like a good time to maybe jump into our top 25 players in the league list, because this actually is kind of an interesting I don't know if you want to talk something else first, but
remember I told you I didn't do mine.
Oh, you didn't do yours. Oh, I thought we did that pre-show. My bad. We don't need to. We're already an hour plus.
You just wanted to embarrass me in front of all our fans?
Yeah, I just wanted to fucking cuck chair you right now and make you admit to everybody that you didn't do the list.
Wait, you didn't do that?
100%
no, I was like, I told you I sat down to start it, and then I was like, wait, what was the criteria you used?
I know. That's on me. That's on me.
My girlfriend's booing me.
My bad. Are you getting booed?
I was just elite girl Twitch name, Fart Dream Girl.
True. Yeah,
she didn't know. Yeah. She didn't know it would be like. She's like, I didn't know people would see it. I'm like, what do you think the username is? Maybe that was it, or she's gonna be mad at me for saying that.
Incredible. I love it.
She's gonna be mad at me. She's always mad at me.
Since we've talked some Timberwolves, we've had Timberwolves mentioned. Do you mind if I? This is what I
want us to get to.
Okay, there's been this take going around recently that is Naz Reid is a more skilled and or talented player than Chris Bosh. And I had somebody that I really love and respect. He's a good dude. And he's a trainer. He's in hoops.
He's close to the game at a high level.
He's close to the game at a high level. And he sent me, he'll probably see this, and he knows how I feel about it. It's okay. He sent me a video of like Naz Reid next to Chris, whatever. And he was like, hot take. If you put Naz Reid and Chris Bosh side by side, Naz Reid is actually a more skilled player. Naz Reid might actually be better than Chris Bosh. And I said, pump the fucking brakes for 2 seconds and think about the words that you just shit out of your mouth. In what fucking world is a guy who's like a sixth man? Naz Reid is like, that's like what his career has been so far, is like a sixth man. How is he better than an 11-time All-Star that's in the Hall of Fame, that has multiple rings, that was the best player on his team for multiple years with the Raptors, and then went to the Miami Heat and won multiple rings as like the third best player on the roster, whose career average was 19 points and almost 9 rebounds a game? In what world is it like, oh, this guy that plays in today's game shoots the three and kind of has a handle, so that makes him better or more skilled? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Define skilled. What do you mean by more skilled? If what you mean is this, that he dribbles the ball a little better, he's a little smoother with his handle, that's just like one aspect of skill in the NBA. Do you know what else is a skill? Post footwork. Face-up game. That's also a skill. Getting offensive rebounds is a skill that you can have. What are we trying to say here? And it's not just this guy. I'm not just ripping on this guy. This is a take that I've seen, like on NBA Twitter. It's like, is Naz Reid? No! He's not better than Chris Bosh. He's not even close. It's not even a conversation to be had. It's like not even in the fucking ballpark. It's not even close. Because Naz Reid shoots a couple step-back threes a season? Shut the fuck up. Shut up. It's Chris Bosh. He was a dominant force for multiple years. Best player on his team. And we're talking about 12 years ago. We're not talking about Bob Pettit, brother. We're talking about 12 years ago. The game hasn't changed like that much. It's changed. But we're not talking about George Mikan. We're not talking about like, well, is LaMelo Ball a better player than Bob Pettit because Bob Pettit played in the fucking 50s? Probably. Yeah, LaMelo Ball's a better player than Bob Pettit. We're talking about Naz Reid and Chris Bosh. It's like the biggest stretch of all time, and I was fuming. I sent you a voice message when I had this interaction. I was like, this is the worst take I've ever heard.
I paused Lost to play it. Liz is right there. She's like, what is he talking about? I was like, you don't understand. I was like, you wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get it.
He's so fired up.
Yeah.
And by the way, I didn't even say a word about defense, which Chris Bosh was like a serviceable defender.
Oh, and no, Chris Bosh was good. Chris Bosh was a good defender.
Yeah.
That was his job, like, in Miami was, hey, you're going to guard the opposing big, and you're going to shut him down. And Chris Bosh could also switch, like, very switchable.
I'm trying to find his averages. I can't find his averages right now for, like, blocks and steals and stuff. I'm sure
defense is hard to quantify. He was a good defender. He was definitely above the needle.
Yes, and I can guarantee you if you went into like the advanced statistics, like even if you wanted to be a fucking stats nerd about this, it doesn't matter which lens you view this through. You can view this through like just the analyze this shit lens of like, I watched the guy play, I know what I'm talking about. And you can view it through like advanced stats. I guarantee you with 100% certainty, both ways, the conclusion is Chris Bosh is head and shoulders better than Naz Reid. And Naz Reid's a perfectly fine player. Like he's fine, he's good, but he's not even close.
Yeah, it's not close. I agree. And I think like people say more skilled, and it's such like because that I can actually agree with that of like more, Naz Reid can do more things, but when they're on the floor and it's 5-on-5, I don't care. I'm taking, I fear not the man who has done 1,000 different kicks one time. I fear the man that's done one kick 1,000 times.
Yes.
But like, oh my gosh, Fetty Wap is just all over me.
Sweet. He can feel the heart rate rising.
He actually, if I like start like yelling about something, like if I'm filming a video or like playing video games and I'm just passionate, he like jumps up and he just gets right here and he's just like, "What are we doing? What are we yelling about?"
That's a good cat. I need that. I needed that right now to soothe. I was getting too hot and bothered.
Yeah.
Well,
look at him.
What a guy. Yes.
Anyways,
yes, brother. What a beautiful specimen.
I know. I love him so much. I would kill a man for him.
I wasn't talking about the cat.
Oh, hey, wow! All right. Anyways, like when people say like, "Is he more skilled?" and you say, "Yeah, he's more skilled. Players now are more skilled." Like even more so than a big 12, 15 years ago. Like. I equate that to, we're talking like cones on the floor, like, all right, do this double move here. Like, yeah, Naz Reid's probably got Chris Bosh beat there. But it doesn't to say someone's more skilled so they're better is incorrect. Incorrect.
It's also just like, it's
anyone who's played basketball, I'm sorry, anyone that's ever, and I have to cut you off, anyone that has ever played basketball at any level higher than JV understands that more skill does not mean better. Because, hey, guess what? The 3 games you played before the football team got back and they're done with their season and can play basketball, you were playing minutes. And then when they got back, you weren't. And they're not more skilled than you because you were in the basketball preseason working out, doing all this stuff, whatever. And you're more skilled than those guys. But guess what? They are bigger, they're faster, they're stronger than you. And not to say that Chris Bosh is all those things over Naz Reid, but they're going to outwork you on the floor. Like, and he's bigger, he's faster. Naz Reid's pretty strong. I don't know. Either way, Chris Bosh was strong as fuck too, but it doesn't skill does not translate to productivity. Why is Bones Highland on the bench?
Right. Yeah.
Like you can bring so many examples. Why is Cam Thomas not an all-star? Cam Thomas is one of the most skilled players in the NBA.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Yeah. It's one of those things too where like I also just kind of like I get that there's this take of like, well, this guy was more skilled but this guy had the accolades. Historically, this guy seems like he's better all time. But if this guy got this situation, he would have had more accolades than this guy. You know what I mean? Like, I understand there's a point to be made all time maybe about that. Like, that is a take to be had. What I'm saying is, in this instance, I don't even think that Naz Reid is a more skilled basketball player than Chris Bosh. What I'm saying is, like, there's multiple skills in basketball. There's more things in basketball than just handle and like step back threes.
Yeah.
Yes. Naz Reid, as like a stretch four type of guy, similar positions, Naz Reid has a better handle and a better three ball and a better shot off the dribble, maybe.
I would even just say shot off the dribble, because if we're going to compare Bosh's whole career.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Chris Bosh is one of those guys that he transformed with the game toward the end of his career in Miami. When everyone else left and he was still there, he averaged like 22 before he got blood clots and had to retire. And he was shooting the shit out of the ball.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're talking about a guy who was like an incredibly skilled scorer of the ball. Like, that's what I mean.
Of the ball.
Like,
sorry.
Yeah.
He was a scorer of the ball.
Of the ball. No, but it's just like, it's one of those things where it's like I just don't, there's just these takes sometimes where it's like, it's a stretch and it doesn't even make sense. And it's like, people sometimes get lost in this idea that skill means like, oh, well, he's got like you said, like, yeah, his cone drill would probably be better because his handle's a little cleaner. Just having one thing that you do better doesn't make you more skilled. Like, that's my point.
It's
like
the flashiest skill to have, is like he can handle the ball better.
Sure, but like passing is also a skill. Being a good passer is a skill. Like I said, face-up post work, footwork is a skill. So it's like
guys make careers on. Alperen Şengün is in the NBA because of that skill.
Yes. I disagree with this weird fucking thing people are trying to push, and I just don't. I get the whole idea of like, we're done with the 90s. Those guys weren't that good. You look at the game side by side, and this guy looks better, and the game advances. It does. The game does advance. But that doesn't mean that, like, oh, now every guy that plays today that has a better handle is automatically the better player than a dude that played in the mid to early 2000s.
10 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't even that long ago, bro.
It's just, dude, these are 13-year-olds that were 3 years old the last time Chris Bosh played. That's what it is.
Well, you're
mad at you're doing the thing where you're mad at kids on the internet.
Well, that take was probably started by that, but the problem is then sometimes you have older guys who do have real ball knowledge that are like, yeah, I see that, and then they run with it, and all of a sudden that's like a take they hang their hat on, and then it's like,
they're dumb.
Stop that. Stop that. That's a bad take. Children
plus clickbaiters equals the death of America. Al-Qaeda, essentially. Yeah. Terrorism.
It truly is. The take that really got me was, I was like, this is the last thing I'll say about it, and we can move on. But the take that got me was, I was like, let me just reverse engineer this. Give Naz Reid the exact opportunity that Chris Bosh had to be like drafted to the Raptors. They're going to try to build their team around Naz Reid, because the Raptors were literally trying to build their team around Chris Bosh. He was that good. They were like, maybe he could be a one.
It worked.
They were an okay team. Yeah, they were a decent team. Now they realized like, hey, maybe it's not going to work super long term. And maybe Chris Bosh is never going to be like the one on a contender or whatever. But all that being said, it's like the team was trying to build around him. He was an 11-time All-Star and a multi-champion. He's a Hall of Famer, and his career was cut short. So it's like it's also a smaller sample size than it could be. He could have gone to go be a winner somewhere else too. That was the point I made. I was like, reverse engineer that, and the response was, yeah, I think Naz Reid would be like a multi-time Hall of Famer, and I was like, there's no shot. There's 0% chance that happens. Naz Reid,
I think he'd be really good.
Not an 11-time All-Star.
If Naz Reid traveled back in time and was the exact player he is now and
was given Chris Bosh's opportunity.
Well, yeah. I'm even just saying in general, would he be viewed as better than he is today? Yeah, he'd be starting somewhere, but I don't think he's at the level that Chris Bosh was in his prime. Like Chris Bosh was really. It's people who didn't watch, bro. It's just people who didn't watch basketball, who don't watch basketball, even now, and they watch highlights and they're like, I know enough to have an opinion. No, you don't. And the thing is, Connor, they outnumber us. That's the worst part about it. They outnumber people who actually watch. It's Adam Silver's dream world where no one watches the games and everyone watches highlights. I'm choking on my own words because it's poisonous.
You're getting so fucking choked up talking about how fired up you are.
I'm choking up on how correct I am.
Yeah. No, it truly is. It's Adam Silver's dream. You're 100% right. It's his dream. It's a clickbait league. It's driven by talking heads that say stupid shit, and then you watch 3 games in the playoffs and you go, oh, this was the story of the league this year, and this is what this guy is.
Yeah, and the Lions score a touchdown too. What the hell?
And the Lions, I know, sorry, as I was saying that, I was like, thank God Jameson Williams is on my dynasty team that I really need to get some wins in, so that was huge for me. I was beside myself. I was losing my mind. I was like, I just don't understand this take. It doesn't make sense to me. And I am someone who often leans into this, like, not we're done with the 90s, but I lean into this, like, look,
same.
We have to accept the reality that, like, all sports across the board are going to advance and get better as technology advances, as more money is poured into them, as they grow and get bigger, and more people as your selection pool grows. Yeah. It's just natural. It's going to happen. It's okay. 50 years from now, there's going to be players that are better than Kevin Durant. Probably. Now we're going to have some guys where it's like, hey, Wilt Chamberlain still is like, if you stuck him in today's game, maybe he's still, that's all hypothetical. It's all hypothetical. If you go back and watch Magic Johnson and Larry Bird play against each other. They are historically great players. I love them for what they are, for what they did for the game. They won it. They're winners. Their ball handling skills were pretty limited.
Yeah, well,
pretty limited.
Keep in mind the way that the carry was called. That's the biggest thing.
Exactly. Yeah,
of why, like, you couldn't get that creative. Because if your hand touched the ball anywhere but at the top of it, it was a carry.
It's also just like the game.
I am
slower.
A believer of, like, I do think, any of these guys, like, you ask anyone out of era to come forward, it's going to be tougher. It's just the way it is. But it is a dumb take to just be like, Naz Reid is who is Chris Bosh? Wasn't he the third guy on that Heat team? It's like, shut up. I can't talk to you.
Yeah.
But either way, by the way,
JMO out at the 1.
Yeah, he didn't score.
The good news is I have Gibbs, but I have him in other leagues. I needed JMO in the league I don't have Gibbs in. Fuck.
I made a trade. I traded for Derrick Henry in my dynasty league.
Whoa! What did you give up?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
Jordan Mason, straight up.
That actually, I'm not even going to lie.
Not bad.
That's actually not that bad of a trade. Now, I'm taking Derrick Henry there 100 times out of 100 over. But
to be fair, I believe in Jordan Mason. I still believe in Jordan Mason. If I could find a way to get him back on my roster, and it's a dynasty. So, like, I do think Jordan Mason has, like, a good 3-4 years in him. And I really thought that even when Aaron Jones came back, it was still going to be Jordan Mason. But also Kevin O'Connell was just like, we'll run the ball like 7 times this game. Even though we have, a rookie quarterback. We put in, Hank Brosmer.
Yeah. They both suck.
They're all.
The Vikings are.
I didn't think that Carson Wentz would be the best quarterback on that roster. I'll say that.
Dude, the fact that the Vikings had Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold on their roster and
Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones was never on the roster. When?
Yeah, he was. Last year, Daniel Jones was a Viking.
What?
Yeah. Was he not?
No. I don't think so.
Am I tripping? I don't think I'm tripping here.
I don't think you. I don't know. You could definitely be wrong.
No, I'm. Yeah, Daniel. Yeah, right. Am I tripping fat right now? Do they not have both of those guys?
Dude, he was on the Giants.
Yeah, DJ was on the Vikings. Yeah, he went from the Giants to the Vikings.
What?
Am I tripping right now?
Who played quarterback for the Giants last year?
For the Giants last year? Yeah, Daniel Jones was on the Vikings. Yeah.
No. It says his Football Reference goes New York, New York, New York, New York, New York, Indiana. There's no Vikings.
Is this a Mandela effect right now?
I don't remember him on the Vikings at all.
Okay, let me see here.
It says in 2024 he was on the Giants. It says it right here. It says he played 10 games.
Oh. That's what happened. He played 10 games and then got hurt. And then he got traded to the Vikings. And then he was just a backup QB to Sam Darnold for the Vikings. And then
who finished the season for the Giants?
Was it Jameis Winston?
No, Jameis was in Cleveland.
He was with the Vikings for only a couple games, and he was playing behind Sam Darnold. So Daniel Jones was on the Vikings.
It was Tyrod.
That's right. That's and Tommy DiNucci or what?
Tommy DeVito.
Tommy DeVito. Yeah, DiNucci. Just racist towards Italians.
But
that's what I'm saying is like the Vikings had Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold in their locker room at one point, and now they have JJ. So funny.
Hilarious.
So funny. But yeah, it's that's a trade where I get it. I would have, if I'm the guy giving up Derrick Henry, I would have at least been like, you got to throw me like a second or like 2/3 on top of this or something.
You mean the guy giving up Derrick Henry?
Yeah, like if you were like, I want Derrick Henry, and I was like, all right, I'll get Jordan Mason involved. I wouldn't do that 1-for-1, but I get it, but
yeah.
DeVito was a DEI hire for Sopranos fans.
That's a good classic Gooch comment. We're throw it up on the stream for a sec. Give the man his flowers. 9. Dude, I never turned on a guy.
Clip of all time.
Never turned on a guy so fast as when JJ McCarthy was like, yeah, I just turned into 9 when I'm on the field. It's like this weird thing that happens. It's like, dude, you are not Kobe, bro. You are not Kobe.
Fake freak.
Yeah.
Fake.
And guess what? All is exposed when you get in the bedroom.
Chrysler looks like a phantom till a phantom pulls up. What's the phrase?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah.
Until he gets on the field with Joe Flacco.
Patrick, are you asking who we are or who Gooch is? Gooch is just a legendary commenter and supporter.
Or who are you? Define yourself.
Who are you? Yeah, welcome. Who are you?
No. I'm asking you, Connor. Who are you?
Oh! I thought we were both talking.
Patrick F2389 needs to know who are you?
Who are you guys? I'm Connor. I'm Willie Goat. I do sports comedy. Well, I do comedy content, and sometimes I sprinkle in some sports, and I love sports. And this is my good friend Slim Dookie. Slim Dookie, tell him who you are.
I would say that I'm a man.
Yeah.
And I'm 40.
Yep.
So you talk to me.
I'm
a basketball guy. That was a Mike Gundy bit there for those who didn't pick up on it. I'm not 40. If I'm 40, I'm doing pretty well. But yeah, I do basketball stuff on social media. I record my computer screen with my phone, and people like it.
Yeah. It's high level shit is what it is.
Yeah, but I know some things. I know more than the average bear about basketball. I'm no way
Patrick
an authority on the topic.
Yeah, football. We both are kind of like we're pretty like I would say we're like above average fans, but we're not like ball knowers. Well, we're ball knowers, but
good push, GP.
we're ball knowers, but we're not like savants with football. Hence why there was just debate on whether or not Daniel Jones was even on the Vikings last year. Patrick, who are you and how did you get here if you don't know who either of us are? That's so fascinating. I love that.
You stumble upon us are we in just chatting category, you think?
No, I think
all the OnlyFans models. I'm thinking of how he could have stumbled upon us.
Oh, I thought you were talking just chatting like that's the segment of the pod we're at. It's like chatting.
No, like the Twitch
talking about like
genre.
Right. Who sent you? I was looking for people who were alt streams for the Lions game. Oh, sick. Okay. Wow. How cool to just stumble into this. Okay. Well, go check out Stumbled Upon You dudes. Fuck yeah, Patrick. That's awesome.
Hell yeah, man.
So go check out Slim Dookie. That's his. If you go check out his @ And then I'm Willie Goat on social media. Go check it out. I think you'll enjoy. If you're looking for a Thursday night football game, I bet you'd like both of our content.
Yeah, true.
Incredible. Very cool. Hang out, Patrick. We'd love to keep chatting with you, man.
Yeah, and also Stream East if you want to watch the Lions game. Or your parents' Amazon Prime subscription. Either or works.
Damn, you have the luxury of still being on your parents.
Fuck. For Prime, bro?
Fuck.
Not a lot. I mean, what, do they kick you off Prime? There's no limit, is there?
No, to have like Paramount Plus and stuff, you got to like have your own thing. And I watch soccer. Paramount Plus is where like Champions League is, and I really need to watch Champions League, so I had to start my own thing. And yada yada. It's the whole thing. I got to do my own health insurance soon.
Yeah, I've been on that, man.
I turned 26.
And when you don't like have a job at a company,
it's fucked. It's fucked.
Dude, it's like, hey, do you want to pay $200 a month for every claim you make to get denied? And that's cheap. $200 is a great deal. Yeah. That's what I'm on United. It sucks, dude.
Yeah, United is dog shit.
Yeah, they murdered dog shit. They murdered they were so bad that their CEO got murdered.
Good. Good.
Bad.
Lower the prices.
Kill bad. That's my stance.
$300 a month bad. That's my stance. Fuck you. Make it lower. Greedy pigs.
Or he will kill you.
Yeah,
that's what he said.
I'm going to be the next Luigi.
Dude,
I'm going to go by Mario.
Having another person that's killing people and like he is doing a bit is like it's like, you get it, like Mario and Luigi, and I killed a guy a big CEO.
It's a bit. We're doing a bit. Come on.
I'm anti-murder. I want that on I want that on record. Anti-murder. But I could let's separate art from the artist. Of like, if a guy did that bit, I'd be like, this guy's cool. And he's funny. He's funny. Anti-murder.
I'm anti-murder, but if you did it as a bit, I'd have to go hands up respect. You have to. It's commitment. You have to respect the commitment.
Dude, I would be very morally, because I don't want to celebrate anyone dying, whether I like them or not.
Certainly.
However, I would be like, dude, is this the first serial killer that I've ever rooted for in my entire life? If he did a Mario and Luigi bit of just get it, come on.
Get it? You guys get it. It's funny. You'd be like, I do get it.
It's like the court has ruled to just completely drop the case on account of the fact that it was a bit. And that everyone does think it was kind of funny.
On account of good commitment to the bit. And you'd have to kind of give it up. It's true. There's a lot of teams in the NBA right now that are looking that would kill right now.
Yeah, I had a joke I was going to try to squeeze in, but it's whatever.
No, throw it out there. No, I can segue either way. I can segue either way. Please. No, Dookie,
I was just going to say that's what I call a killer bit right there. It was not worth it.
It wasn't worth that at all.
Yeah.
No, that was all right. It would have been better if you said it in the moment, but you were right.
It was because I realized as soon as I made a big deal out of it, that I was like, I hope he doesn't make me say it.
It was good enough to say in the moment. Wasn't good enough to warrant the big deal.
Credit to me.
The fun of it.
Credit to me for having the foresight to know that the longer I make this take, if you continue to make me say it, the worse the payoff is going to be. So I just went ahead and ripped the Band-Aid off. I had that thought because I was going to go sad and turn around and So credit. There
was a chess match going on there, and you did what you needed. You did what you had to do. I forced your hand.
We gave up a rook because we needed to keep the queen safe.
Right.
And the show is my queen. So that's all.
Sure. I don't know why I went chess route. I don't know anything about chess. I shouldn't have done that. I can't keep up with the analogy there.
I was a chess guy for a little bit. I tried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That checks out with you. I could see you being a failed chess guy.
It's smart presenting. That's all it is.
Right.
Just being a smart presenting male is really hell.
Yeah. Right.
Everyone's like, you play instruments and play chess, right? I'm like, I mean, I kind of tried and I wasn't very good at it.
You wear glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the segue I was going to do was there's a lot of teams in the NBA right now that would kill to trade for Giannis.
Amen.
That was my segue, which
that was good.
Also now that's been drawn out, also didn't warrant that.
Well, I messed it up.
No, because it's still,
You want to know why it wasn't as good as you felt like it was? Because we had to wait for so long, and the payoff was expected to be better. And that's once again why you should have been like, hey, that joke was not funny. Anyways, Giannis,
right,
would have been so much better.
But I like that we took 4 minutes to talk about this. I actually think that's what makes us good.
4 minutes might be the perfect amount of time to segue, and actually 4 minutes in like 12-ish seconds. Looking at the odds for where Giannis is going to go, and I want to hear your thoughts on this first, but I just want to lay out the lay of the land and just lay it. I lost that tab. Son of a bitch. Where is that tab?
Oh, you hate to see it. Well, I can tell you it was plus 120 the Knicks, right?
Yes, the Knicks are the leading team for the odds of where Giannis could end up. After that, we have I'm definitely not pulling it up right now.
Retire or stay with the Bucks.
Yes, right? Plus 250 is retire or stay with the Bucks. Plus 700 is the Houston Rockets. Turn my mic here.
Whoa.
Plus 800 is the San Antonio Spurs, which would be insane.
Yeah.
Insane. Then you got, after this, it's all high odds. Hawks, any other team, Lakers, Heat, Warriors, OKC at plus 2,100. And I'm not surprised you mentioned that you saw OKC being like the leading thing. Just kind of from what I'm assuming is like seeing social media buzz and stuff like that.
My take there was just like, no, my take there was literally just like, if anyone has the firepower to like dangle in front of the Bucks, it's like OKC has a buttload of picks and young players. That was more my take there, was like, if any team has like the number one like sales package, it would be Oklahoma City or the Spurs. But that's not.
Why would OKC? Why would they change anything though? That's my question. And I guessed it was from social media because OKC and the Lakers are, in my experience, the fans that are just like, let's just keep trading. Let's never actually like settle on and just let's trade everything away and let's just sign guys to 2-week contracts and just cycle them in and out. OKC fans are never happy with their roster and they want a championship.
So to answer your question though, when the Warriors had a chance to get Kevin Durant, even though they were just a really good team, were you like, why would they go get Kevin Durant? They were just really good.
They signed him. They didn't trade.
But you can go trade for Giannis and not have to. They wouldn't have to give up like any of their. I don't think they'd have to give up their core guys.
They'd have to give up J-Dub or Chet. Have to.
Okay. If you have to give up, I hadn't looked at like the numbers yet. I just figured from a pick standpoint. But Chet and 2 firsts.
Oh, more than 2 firsts.
Chet and 3 firsts.
I mean, how many? Let's think about it in the way that I kind of chopped it up with the AD Luka trade.
That was also, by the way, in that was like that's the bulk of it. I was assuming it'd be like
some like extra pieces.
Wallace or it was going to be a lot outside
of
that. Yeah.
How many? Let's say we're doing Chet because you're getting a big, you're giving a big. That makes sense. How many first round picks do you think Chet is worth? Or actually, we need to establish how many is Giannis worth.
Giannis is probably worth 6 firsts.
I'd say 6 as well. I was just about to say that. So, 6 firsts. How many firsts do you think Chet is worth?
3 to 4. Which is why I was starting with Chet.
I would say 3.
Yeah.
And just lower side of yours, but
yeah.
And then let's say you add in Isaiah Joe, who's worth, he's a first, he's a late first round pick value, which is what the Thunder's picks are going to be, you know, so take that versus a pick from them. And then let's add on an extra first round pick, maybe 2, because, the realized assets are always going to be worth more than assumed assets. So you usually need to throw an extra pick on there, something like that. So that could work. Giannis for Chet, Isaiah Joe, and 2 firsts, and it could be firsts that they're not even theirs. Yeah. Or it could be theirs and they're giving up firsts that are going to be bad and keeping the good picks for themselves. But I don't know. I like you're the best team in the NBA, Why would you change anything?
Yeah, but like
signing guys is different.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just like, if you have a chance to put 2 top 5 players in the league on the same team together, you take that.
What's the goal, though? What's the goal, Connor?
Be even better. You're better, and you still have picks. You lose. If we're talking about a trade that's like, let's say the deal was Chet, 3 firsts and Isaiah Joe. Let's say that's what it comes out to for like Giannis and like whatever needs to be done there. Let's say that's what happens, is some version of that. The Oklahoma City Thunder now go from and the best team in the league and incredibly good to the best team in the league and even better than they just were.
Okay, in theory, they do. But what if oh, that was so loud. I hope that was in my headset. My computer just made a noise.
No, it wasn't. It was actually really quiet for me.
Okay, good. Samoa Joe. OG reference here by 5 Pete. Sorry, just said Samoa Joe. Have you ever seen that? The numbers wrestler thing?
No.
This reference is going to go over a lot of people's head, but I appreciate that from 5 Pete. I mean, think about it in a sense of you're the best team in the NBA. If you change something, you could still be even better, but you might not be. Also, Giannis is old. At the end of the day, he's what is he, 30 now?
Yeah, he's 33. He's 33.
33. Yeah. So that also, maybe the Thunder are so good because everyone on the floor can shoot the ball all the time. When you add someone who's a floor shrinker next to Shea, okay, now like when Shea does go to kick, I mean, and it's Giannis, so the trade-off is probably better. But I'm just saying they're like the variables of like, you might not be better. And you might have just gotten older. And as I'm saying this, I realize that it's the exact argument for why you shouldn't have made the Luka trade. Who I've not been a public supporter of, but I have been I don't think it's the worst thing ever. But you might not be better, but you're definitely older now.
I was going to get there. I was going to sort of walk you into that a little bit.
Well, thank you for letting me arrive there on my own.
You got there. You got there on your own. I know. I just realized I'm like in the bottom of my screen right now.
See, I've done that a few times. I've had to adjust my back, dude. Being on set for 3 days and just being the grunt guy that lifts things.
Yeah.
Dude, being like the strong dude that's always like.
Yeah, being like the fucking hot, tall guy that everyone's relying on to be hot and tall and strong. Sucks so bad, dude. It sucks ass and balls and dick. So
ass and balls and dick is crazy.
I just think I always err on the side of when you get the best player in the deal, you win the deal and your team becomes better. But I hear the point you're trying to make, and this is a different case with the Thunder than it is with the Mavericks. If we want to add some nuance to your point here, the Mavericks were not the best team in the league when that trade happened. And the Thunder just won the championship. So to your point, yes, I understand the idea of like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yes.
And they're still, it's not like if this year all of a sudden it's like, whoa, what's wrong with the Thunder? Then like, yeah, you're looking at it, but they're the best team in the West, I believe, still. But
it still probably makes the most sense to do like a cat and something deal.
In New York.
Yeah, that New York is the front runner for a reason, and it seems like that's what we've heard is that Giannis wants to go to New York, which I don't blame him, honestly. I think he should. If I'm this is like there's a couple different answers to this for me. The first answer you were asking for there with like bringing up the Thunder was just simply they have the most to offer. But if I'm talking like realistically, the Knicks probably makes the most sense.
The Thunder are 21-1, dude. They've lost one game all year.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's a good point.
I wasn't even saying that to rub it in your face. I was just like, holy shit! I didn't realize the Thunder were 21-1.
Yeah,
I knew they were the best team in the NBA, but I didn't know it was like that.
I don't know that the Rockets make a ton of sense to me. I don't really know where you even go with that.
That's just a like good player on a good team equals better team. Yeah. It's like not always.
Like what do you do? Like amen plus something,
and then it's like, you know what, that line of thinking is probably because they have a lot of assets. Along that same line of thinking, they have a lot to give.
Sure, yeah, but it's just like the fit there is like, what do you do then? You're running like 37-year-old KD, 34-year-old Giannis, and Şengün on the floor together.
You just went from being like a super fun young team to just being like Celtics Shaq.
Yeah, and like I'm not saying it wouldn't. Again, when you get Giannis, you win. Like it's still Giannis, but like I guess the point there is just like, but how does that work? The fit in San Antonio to me is fucking awesome. Depending on what you have to give up, because if you make a trade like that, it's assumed you're probably going to have to lose one of Harper or Castle. Now, they're in a place where they can do that. Now, I don't know what the contract match situation there would be, but golly, man, if you want to talk about like Giannis being a guy where his career, they've always paired him with like the Miles Turner, Brook Lopez type, where it's like a stretch five that blocks shots. Wembanyama is the LeBron James of
Brook Lopez's, Miles Turner's.
Yeah, whatever you want to call that.
Yeah.
I mean, holy fuck, that would be so. And if you kept Castle out of all that, and it was like he's a plus defender, and you've got, you know, the set, like I don't know what they'd have to give up, obviously, but that team would just be good. Golly, that team could be so dangerous. And like, you know, Wemby's still on like a rookie deal. Like they have the cap space to do all this stuff and like have a juggernaut team. So
they would be so stupid defensively, dude.
Oh my God.
You have a 6'11" freak that can guard 1 through 5.
Yeah.
And then you have a 7'5" demon that no one can stop, and he's a 3-level scorer. Like, that would be crazy. Yeah. I'm you know, I've said this before of like, I'm not always a big, like, you know, let's put a floor shrinker next to our already really good player and, you know, see how they can operate together. But
yeah,
dude, imagine, I think you could run a Giannis Wemby pick and roll or a Wemby Giannis pick and roll.
You could. You could, and that's so terrifying. I mean, I don't even know what you would do. And they could keep Fox. The thing is, they could keep Fox. Like
yeah.
I think their contract situation would allow them to keep Fox. I don't think they're like into any aprons or anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
What I don't understand is how New York is at the top of this list because they have no draft capital. They traded 5 picks for Mikal Bridges.
No, that would be like Giannis would be pushing his way to New York. He would be telling every team, do not give up assets for me. I'm going to leave and go to New York the second I get the chance. Do not trade young players for me. I will leave your team. And then he's telling the Bucks, like, I will only go to the Knicks and nobody else. And then the Bucks are like, okay, maybe we can get back like Cat and then one of like OG and McCall or something. I don't know how that would even work, but like maybe there's a world where the Bucks are like, all right, we can make this work and still be like, okay, you know, I don't know, but like that's really the only situation where that like makes any sense, I guess. But that's like weird too. I don't know. It's a weird situation, man. It's going to be a strange one. It's not very cut and dry at all.
No, I think it's going to be one of those things that just kind of turns into a big nothing burger, and then maybe we'll see something happen in the offseason.
It feels like it's more that than the other, 100%. Yeah. But if he goes to the Knicks, I'll tell you what. If it's like if the team is like the big three is, or the, you know, the starting lineup or whatever is like Brunson, Hart, McCall, or OG, and then like Giannis, and I don't know what they would do at center because Mitchell Robinson would be a bad pairing next to Giannis. Maybe you just
couldn't play him on the floor together. 5. He'd be a backup.
Yeah.
Giannis would just play the 5.
Giannis would have to just play the 5, and then I don't know. They'd have to
just go 5 out on offense. Like, here's the thing though: any team that has like an already dominant, like ball dominant guy, has got to. If Giannis is on the team with you, you have to decide. Okay, I guess I'm like Robin now. Yeah. You have to be okay with that. I think Brunson would be okay with that. Genuinely, I think if there's a guy of a lot of the teams we just mentioned that would be like, yeah, I'm fine with this. Jalen Brunson is the guy to do it. To be like, hey, I don't. Yeah. I actually, he probably is like, I know I can get buckets, but my team needing me to get 40 to win a game in the playoffs, like 40 or 50, I don't want to do that anymore. It's hard.
Yeah.
And we're gonna lose,
especially at 5'11". It's not like
he's 6 foot guy.
Sure.
Okay, that was condescending. I'm looking it up now.
No, he's listed at 6 foot. I'm saying he's 6 foot, like in basketball shoes, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They probably list him at 6'1", actually.
I think he is 6'1".
Sneaky fun teams for Giannis. Like, why not just go, hey, Pistons or Raptors, come get me?
Go to the land of forwards in Toronto.
I don't know. Dude, well, if you have all the forwards to...
According to Instagram commenters, Toronto is already so talented. All right. This was expected that they were going to be good this year and that They really can't take on any more talent. They're overflowing.
Yeah, they're overflowing.
They're leaking.
It's like the Thunder
right now.
The Raptors are just like the Thunder.
I mean, last year everyone was being like, "Man, if the Raptors don't win the championship, it's going to be a huge disappointment."
But yeah, I just I don't know, man. If I'm the Raptors or the Pistons, and I'm like, holy fuck, we're the top 2 teams in the East, and Giannis is like available. You're telling me if I'm a GM, I'm not gonna like call Giannis and be like, hey man, I know you want to be a Knick, but like, we can win here. You know, like the Pistons are a historic franchise.
Yeah,
you don't have to move that far. Milwaukee to Detroit's not even that. Milwaukee to Toronto's not even that long of a drive.
Yeah, it's really not.
I don't know.
Hey man, how do you feel about Tim Hortons? You like that? You like donut holes?
Hey, you like donut holes, Giannis?
You like Tim? What do they call them? Tim Bucks? Timberleys?
It could, obviously, that could like present its own sort of issues with like, can Giannis fit next to like, you know,
he has to have the ball in his hands. He has to have the ball in his hands.
But we're just saying that because we've only ever seen him on that type of roster where it's like the next guy is like Middleton. But you're telling me at 33, Giannis wouldn't be willing to be like, yeah, if you put me next to Cade Cunningham or Fox or Brunson, I will sort of take not a complimentary role, but I'll sort of become like a not a pick and roll guy, but like, yeah, I can kind of be like he'll almost
be an amoeba to fit what they need. But then the question has to be asked, well, you're still paying him like he's a top 3 player to be a lesser version of himself. If you can find a guy for cheaper that can be a lesser version of Giannis that he would have to shrink himself down to in order to play within that system and not disrupt anything, then it's like, why would we not just go get the guy who costs less? Like, why do I need Giannis setting screens for Cade Cunningham when Jalen Duren does it just fine? I'm not saying that they're the same player. Like defensively, you're getting more with Giannis, but like that's the fundamental question of like, you know, sorry. Sometimes I feel like you get really excited about trades, and I'm just like shit on your
No. I get excited about like hypotheticals, and I like to explore the idea of like, if I'm this team, what do I think about this? I just like that as a concept, but I'm not like someone who's like, I don't for real live in like dynasty ESPN trade calculator brain. I understand there's nuance to it, and I like when you provide the more grounded take. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm not offended by you saying I'm an idiot. I get it.
Oh, stop it. Speaking of grounded, I am gonna have to lay on a flat ground very, very soon.
Yeah, his back's getting to you. Well, hey, we're almost 2 hours in here. It's time anyway.
Yeah, I took 4 ibuprofen. Just nothing.
Ouch. God,
I went to the chiropractor.
Yeah.
And he just like leaned on me. I'm like, all right, you're good. I'm like, I'm not. I'm not good.
Yeah. Have you tried Child's Pose?
Yeah. Yeah, I done a little bit of that.
That one always helps me. That one always helps me.
You know what? I think weirdly enough, it might be my hips. I have really bad hips.
That's interesting. Yeah. Get those hip flexors loose.
And it pulls on me, I think.
J-Mo with another catch, by the way. Really? We're at Lions 10 to Cowboys 6 with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. Predict winner now, ASAP. Predict winner immediately.
I'm gonna go Lions. It's gonna be a crazy second half. A lot of scoring. Lions.
I like that.
35-27.
Whoa, big second half. Holy
crazy
cow.
Second
I was gonna
half.
go like 27-24 Lions win.
No, this is going to be back and forth, big plays. Dan Campbell's going to get in his bag. Dak's going to start bombing.
Hell yeah. Love it. All right. Well, hey, we're at the 2-minute mark. Fuck yeah. What a fun episode. Thank you guys for joining so much. Chat. Thank you for joining.
And all the listeners. For all the people that can't respond and laugh with us in real time, but are doing it in the echoes of the future. By the way.
Monty just broke loose.
Yeah.
Monty just broke loose, and I think I started him. Let's fucking go, baby. I don't know. Oh, my God. I got to check. I don't think I did. Oh, my God. Sorry. Anyway.
But for everyone who's joining us, even if you're listening on the ethereal whispers of this broadcast leaking out into the outer sanctums of the galaxy.
Wow.
You like
what
that?
A phrase. Ethereal Whisper is a great band name.
Oh, that is a good one.
And then what did you say? Ethereal Whispers broadcast into the
the outer.
I
think I said Sanctums of the Galaxy.
Outer Sanctums of the Galaxy. That's our first album. The band name is Ethereal Whisper, and the album is called Outer Sanctums of the Galaxy.
And we make it's like a what do they call it? It's like not rock opera, but almost like a metal. Like it tells a story of like an ancient war that was fought.
And it's like EDM rock.
Yes, like electric.
Yeah, God.
Yeah, like electric metal.
You're electric.
You're metal.
What a great place to end. Hell yeah. Thank you guys for joining. I love you so much. I love you dearly. I truly do. Thank you for your support. And we will see you next week. Hopefully Tuesday. We're trying to keep it consistent on Tuesdays, but stay tuned.
Yeah, sometimes people can't make it. It was me.
Sometimes people don't do the list they were supposed to do. Also. No. I'm just kidding. It's totally fine.
Sometimes Nick's a piece of shit. Sometimes he's a big dumb idiot piece of shit.
Next ep, we will have the list out for you guys. Top 25 players in the NBA.
We will.
All right.
I love you all.
All right. I love you all dearly. We'll see you later. Nick. Bye.